This whole table shook. Yes, I am back with another dreams episode, and trust me, I have many. It's not like I have 2 or 3 in total. But yes, I am in my garage. It's conveniently the most solitude-ish place I could find in my household. And yes, there is. You can't see it, but we also have a car parked in the garage now. Finally, either way, I'm gonna get into my second dream. This dream, the effect, let's see, like the effect slash time is what I'll call it, or maybe even the background. This happened, I believe, January of this year, January 2021, maybe like February, but I believe it was somewhere around January, maybe even December. I'm thinking January though. Can we agree on that? So, I didn't have much to say. This dream kind of came out of nowhere, and I remembered it almost instantly. When I woke up, I was like, yeah, that happened. Sorry, let me just rotate myself this way. Or rotate my head this way. Oh, no. Maybe rotate my body this way? No. I told Jake about it over FaceTime, and that was just about it. But now I'm finally revealing it to you guys. I'm leaking the story. This dream starts out with me and my mom telling me that a surprise guest is coming over to the house later today. And I remember in my head, I was like, oh, I think I know who this is. This is Nathan Phillips, who's been my friend ever since 2015. From Franklin Academy, and he's D Norris, K Norris. So she was talking to me about that several days prior. Like, Nathan might be able to come down. So I was like, okay, I think I know what she's talking about. I think I'm guessing it. And I think I'm guessing it right. But was I? A couple hours later, I heard a commotion or a ruckus. I heard like a car beep, door, maybe even a car door, like a rev engine, just, like in the driveway. And I opened up the door to introduce me, like, oh boy, here we go. But for some reason, number one, when I opened up the door, the driveway was in a different spot. It was like to the right and facing right in front of where the front door was, as opposed to the driveway that's right here to the left of the side. This one you can just see the driveway. There were 2 cars parked, one in front of the other. In the car in the front, a boy hops out of the car, the passenger seat, and it's a kid from YouTube named ASMR Winkeyy. If you don't know who he is, you can look him up right now. I'll give you a couple seconds. Okay, so can we agree you have that image in your head now of him? And then the car behind him opens up, and it's Nathan. So I was kind of torn. Like, should I be happy? Should I be confused? Like, so many things. I was overwhelmed. Whew. Anyway, I just kind of bit the bullet and was like, "Hi, Winkeyy. Hi, Nathan." But I was still a little weirded out nonetheless, no matter what. But Winkeyy seemed nice, and I believe he had manners, but at the same time, he was just kind of oblivious, like, the whole time. Despite not knowing, like, what the deal is with his parents, I figured maybe just something happened, and it was, like, last second. And he just, I don't know. It's as if I knew him from YouTube in the dream, but not, like, exactly at the same time. Maybe I didn't know it from YouTube. Maybe I didn't know he was someone famous. But either way, he comes in the house with us, and me and Nathan decide to occupy him with the front room, the front room of my house, and give him, like, I think there was a TV in there and an inflatable mattress, and that's all really he or us needed. I think we hooked up maybe a gaming system, like a Switch or an Xbox, or maybe it was like a Roku, and we just told him he could just chill in there if he wants to, or come with us. Fast forward towards several hours later, it was probably about 9 or 10 o'clock, so it was getting late, and me and Nathan were in the bed, like in our room, having fun, and just doing all sorts of things. And we kind of realized, well, like, okay, how's Winkeyy doing? We haven't checked him out in a while. He's probably just doing all right, but let's go see. We walk out of the bedroom, go to the other side, to the front room, and we didn't see him in there. We started panicking. We searched vigorously throughout this whole area, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the closets, my room, bathroom, laundry room, even outside, before we rounded back up into that room. And that's when Nathan was kind of tired. He, like, gave up, and he was just like, I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. We can probably find him tomorrow. But I wasn't on that same train as him. I was determined to find him. Like, this is probably just a big misunderstanding. But and then it hit me. It's the one place that I hope he's in, but I wish he wasn't in. And that was the master bedroom. So I walk in, not quietly. I look over, glance at the bed. I see my mom, my dad, and Winkeyy between the two in a downward dog position. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. I walk over to him very quietly because both my mom and dad were sleeping, you know, normally just kind of laying on their backs, maybe on the sides or so. Winkeyy was like in a downward dog position, you know, just kind of like this. I'm not sure if it was exactly a downward dog, but he had his butt up kind of like this, and like his arms were out. Like tap him, like kind of quietly, but still needing to get the point across. Like, Winkeyy, bro, what are you doing? And he wakes up and he's like, oh, sorry, man. So I get him up out of there. And still very confused, but either way, I was kind of a helping hand in that situation. I was just getting him out of there, and I was gonna let him sleep with me and Nathan, or maybe like guide him back to that front room. But we walk out to the front room, and we see Nathan on the bed, like half asleep, I assume. And then out of nowhere, poof, he becomes a rat. A rat. Yes, starts crawling around. And what's weird is that he was a rat, and me and Winkeyy were both kind of like freaked out, like frazzled. What's going on? He was like crawling around in the kitchen, but it wasn't just a plain old rat. I think the rat had like reddish, orangish hair, just like Nathan does, like ginger hair, like at the same time. So I could tell it was Nathan. We were both kind of freaking out, scrambling to like safety because this rat was just in the kitchen as Nathan. Wow, that was a weird dream, but it ended there. I hope you guys enjoyed that and were probably weirded out at the same time. This was a dream to remember. I have many more on the way, so thank you guys for watching. That was the stool.